Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind, but please realize you'll probably be surprised.
What's your name?
Lara
Surname?
Croft. Your father's gone. You can pick up where he left off. I see so much of him in you. Brilliant.
Hello, Sprout. If you're listening to this, then I must be dead. I found something. A tomb called the Mother of Death. If Trinity succeeds, our world is in danger. Promise me you will stop them.
I promise.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of the new Tomb Raider film, starring Alicia Vikander and directed by Roar Uthaug. I probably just butchered that name. But yeah, so let's get it going, man.
You shouldn't have come here. But I'm glad that you did.
So yeah, Tomb Raider. Went seen this before work a couple days ago. I work late now, at least to like 11, give or take. And the theater I go to doesn't show anything basically later than 8 or 9 o'clock now, which kind of sucks. So I can't really see things when I get out of work now. I have to see them like early before, like very early afternoon. But I was actually kind of excited about this one. And, I'll admit I haven't played all the games. Didn't play much of the old ones, and I did play the first of the new sort of reboot series, though. And I did watch at least like 75% of the first Angelina Jolie film. And, I know a lot of people still enjoy those movies. I know it's like a guilty pleasure for a lot of people as well. Maybe some actually genuinely like it too. But for me, that one was just seemed very just disposable, over the top, campy action movie that was basically just driven by Angelina Jolie's sex appeal, which is pretty much what the early games were. So it kind of made sense for that. But let me just say right off the bat, Alicia Vikander's Lara Croft, excuse me. And just this Tomb Raider game in general is very much based off of the newer video games that have been coming out over the past few years. And just playing the first game, Rise of the Tomb Raider, let me just say it's pretty spot on to the nature of the current games for sure. It's much more grounded. It gives us a more human and just more real version of what Lara Croft would be like. And I think Alicia Vikander and the movie pretty much nailed that. Now, is this a perfect movie? No, but it got me really, really behind the character. I think it's just solid in terms of like an action-adventure film. And what really drove it for me, though, let me just say right off the bat, was Alicia Vikander. But before we get more into her, I should explain to you the premise of it. It stars Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft, in which she embarks on a perilous journey to her father's last known destination, hoping to solve the mystery of his disappearance. And yeah, it's essentially the plot of the first game, with other elements woven in. So yeah, she basically goes in search for her father that's been gone for quite a number of years. Left his company and everything. She goes to this island, just supposed to be completely uncharted to pretty much everyone. She's lucky enough to get a ride from Daniel Wu's character. Due to his own personal ties to what happened to a family member of his. And, of course, there's this big storm, and they end up basically getting shipwrecked on the island, and she has to use her own wits and resourcefulness and her cunning in order to survive, and her skills that she grows throughout the movie. So that's it. But yeah, I really, really like this movie. Like I said, it's not perfect, but what really makes it is Alicia Vikander. I absolutely adored her. I think she did a great job as the character. And again, like I said, I haven't played all the games, so I am not the most hardcore fan before going into the movie. But from what I've seen in the newer games, she is pretty much the epitome of the current version of the character. And I've watched plenty of interviews with her and just videos of her training and everything. This girl really, really put her all into it, and I think she really, really nailed it. She's also a pretty expressive and emotive actress as well, from what I've seen, and she has a genuine likability and sort of automatic natural relatability to her, which I think is really key for this version of Lara. And I really bought into her. I got behind her quite a bit, and she definitely makes the movie. Like I said, there are issues with the movie. The plot is, sort of semi-predictable, I suppose. It doesn't really have, a big twist that you can't really see coming or something. But with Vikander's performance, and, like I said, just the solid, all-around entertaining action sequences, or fight scenes, and different stunts and such, it still kept you engaged enough. And if you like Vikander the way you should, I think that's enough just to get you going throughout the whole movie. And there are a couple of particular fight scenes I liked quite a bit, and set pieces I enjoyed, moments I enjoyed a lot. My favorite fight scene in the movie is probably actually kind of early on, her first kill, really. So some spoilers in this video. I'm not gonna reveal everything in the plot. Well, I might, I don't know. But if you don't want to hear any spoilers at all, just know I really, really like this movie. Alicia Vikander is great. I think it's just a really good time whether you're a fan of the games or not. But yeah, anyway, she has this fight scene sort of earlier on in the movie. Not too long after she's on the island. It's at night, and basically some kind of mercenary, comes up from back, and they have to, tussle. And it's actually really well choreographed. I know I've seen some people complaining about the jump cuts or whatever, and yeah, there's some of that. But the way Lara take them down, I think, is actually pretty good, because she doesn't overpower them physically. She basically outmaneuvers him. I was able to get him in these different holds, and was finally able to drown him. Which it felt like a very realistic and sort of gritty type of fight, which I really enjoyed. Still probably my favorite fight scene in the movie, actually. And there's also a pretty fun chase sequence towards the beginning, when she's still in the town, which I thought was fun as well. Lara Croft, something else I want to say about her, this version anyway. She's not a Mary Sue. I know some people may think that, but I really don't think so. A Mary Sue is like a Rey from the current Star Wars movies. She has no training yet. She's able to best, Luke, and just pretty much doing anything she puts her hands on automatically and succeed, no matter what. If you enjoy the Star Wars movies, that's fine. I'm not bashing that, but Rey, I don't think is a terrifically written character. But Lara, on the other hand, we see that she's not perfect. You know, she can't do everything. You know, she's sparring with this girl towards the beginning of the movie, and she, you know, loses. She keeps trying, but she, you know, does, you know, tap just to get out of it. You know, she's really frustrated with herself, and she has a lot of heart, but, you know, she couldn't take her down. You know, there's that, and, you know, because of that and other natural moments in the movie, we sort of buy into her growth. And I also really enjoyed the moments where we see her struggle, where we see her actually have to overcome it, not just due to her sheer you know, like physical strength. It's her willpower and her intellect, which I think really wins it for her. And, you know, because of that and the natural way they look at it, it makes it as believable as it can when she's able to, you know, take guys down, or anyone really. Because they do it in a way where it's not just stereotypical, oh, she, you know, decks him or something like that. You know, it doesn't happen like that. So I believe that she's really smart. She knows how to handle herself, and that's only growing, but she also knows what best parts of herself to use. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I think she's a great character, this version, you know, especially. And Walton Goggins was also in this movie. You know, I haven't seen him in much. Excuse me. But, you know, I especially know him from Justified, you know, of course, as Boyd Crowder. And he was good here. It was different not hearing him with a southern accent. He plays Vogel. He's basically been stranded on the island for quite some time. He's not allowed to leave until he finds what he has to and get back to his family. You know, so there's a little bit with him, but, you know, really he's not. You know, I think they could have done more with him as an antagonist, but Walton Goggins doesn't do a bad job. And like I said, Daniel Wu is also in this movie. He's pretty good, but, you know, he doesn't really get a whole lot of screen time. And Dominic West as Lord Richard Croft, her father, you know, he does pretty good. Eventually she does end up finding him, of course, and they're able to connect, and they're discovering it, or at least going into like this curse of this woman who used to be buried, where they have to go with the tomb and everything. But they kind of tease it. She comes alive, but doesn't. She makes some of them jump a little bit, even Walton Goggins' character. But it turns out to be this awful disease and infection on the body anyway, turning anyone who touches them into like rabid, you know, almost zombie-like you know, creatures, which I thought was kind of fun. You know, I don't think it really jarred the movie in any way. It didn't turn into like a horror film all of a sudden, because there are, you know, just bits of supernatural elements once in a while in the Lara Croft games throughout the years, I've noticed, so I don't think this is much of a leap. Of course, Richard, he ends up being infected, though, her father, and he ends up sacrificing himself, which is one of those things that you kind of seen coming. Like I said, the plot is semi-predictable where it goes, but I do like the final confrontation between Lara and Vogel. You know, him trying to get out, you know, going onto this ladder, and her just jumping in front of him and, you know, clinging on, again, showing her heart and just her pure willpower and determination that gets her this far. And the way she ends up killing him is, you know, pretty hard, you know. It's pretty decisive, you know, infecting him and then, you know, shoving a thing down his throat. I thought was pretty good. Then he ends up falling off. And again, she ends up besting him, again, not just due to her physical, you know, attributes, but, you know, again, just starting her luck that and sort of cunning that wins her the fight. But yeah, I know I keep on talking about Alicia Vikander. You know, again, I've seen some people say that, oh, she's not, you know, she doesn't look the part for the role, you know, she's too small or whatever. And like I said, she's a more realistic, grounded version of what this character could be like. And if you don't think she's physically impressive, I don't know what you really want, man. Because Alicia Vikander, she's in, you know, fucking incredible shape. Yeah, I think she's very, very attractive. I think she's more attractive and fit than Angelina Jolie ever was, if you want to go there. she put in a lot of work for this, and I think she really owns it, and I think she really fits the bill. But that's just me, I guess. No, it isn't. This movie does have its fans, which is good to see. It's unfortunate that it didn't manage to knock off Black Panther in its 5th weekend, which was an okay, comic book film, but yeah, I think it's kind of a bit over exaggerated at times. So I was kind of hoping Tomb Raider would knock it off for its 5th weekend, but no. But I definitely do think I definitely enjoyed Tomb Raider more. I think it's a superior film in some aspects, anyway. But personally, whichever one you enjoy, just go watch them both. But yeah, Tomb Raider. If I had to rate it, I'm giving it about a B+, A-. Maybe A- would be exaggerating a bit, I don't know, but I'm giving it a B+. I honestly enjoyed it that much. I love seeing it before work. It actually got me to take my mind off of where I was going. It made me a even bigger fan of the character in a way I never was before, because of Alicia Vikander's performance, which I absolutely loved. I really hope they make a sequel to it. I know it's not performing great at the box office, but I think it's definitely something they could build on with all the games coming out. I think it's done at least serviceable enough. I think Alicia Vikander's version would really deserve it. It'd be unfortunate if she didn't get another chance to play the role. I even got a little 11:17 poster, of her on the way now, so that should be nice. So yeah, anyway, guys, it's a lot about Tomb Raider. If you've seen it, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Oh yeah, also, by the way, the movie visually looked really nice as well. I know they filmed in certain places, but of course a lot of it is CGI visual, setting and everything like that, and it just looked really nice, actually beautiful at times, better than again Black Panther. We don't need to compare everything to Black Panther, but it's just funny that Tomb Raider had a much smaller budget, and yet it had better CGI every single time. But yeah, anyways, so you guys thought about the movie, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I may have already said that. It's almost 4 in the morning though, so cut me some slack. Alright, peace.